This episode of Make We Reason is brought to you by Lauren Simone Publishing. Diverse books written and illustrated by diverse children and adults. Visit laurensimonePubs.com for more information.
Catch the life, welcome, who just arrived, daddy and daughter, double jeopardy, talker, different topic, saga, learn something before your departure, grab a cup of tea, coffee, water, make we reason, podcast throughout the season, make we reason.
We're both immigrants from the lovely island of Jamaica. Since we've been living in the United States for more than 15 years, we definitely have some old and new topics to discuss. Some of us have an old school view of life,
while some of us have a fascinating vantage point. We still try to find commonality in the gray areas. Our Jamaican American experience gives us a unique perspective to which you may also relate. Join us as we agree and disagree, or agree to disagree on any topic. We just talk, and we love it.
We are a daddy-daughter duo,
and we have something to say about everything
that we can agree on.
Hello, the daddy-daughter duo is here. Welcome to Make We Reason. Hi, everyone. You know, I used to have my own TV show while I was in college. Dad, did you know that?
No, I didn't know, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yes, it was called Tell Janelle. If you go on YouTube right now, you'll find some episodes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I remember now.
Okay. I found out I was a local celebrity when I was spotted on the bus one time. He's like, "You're that girl from TV.
Yeah.
The girl on TV." I'm like, I guess so.
Does not surprise me at all. That fits you very well.
Yes. All right. What about you?
I have a very serious confession to make. As a schoolboy in first and second form, I desecrated the National Stadium. Guess what I did?
What you do?
So I climbed the fence about 3 times to watch a football game, Manning Cup games. That's what I did as a schoolboy. We did it as a challenge. And so that's my confession.
Oh, please. That's the least. Oh, please.
Whoa, no!
On Wild Wild World News this week, we have the case of the CEO who fired about 900 employees on a Zoom meeting.
Wow.
Imagine that. And here's why this makes Wild Wild World News. I don't think I've heard somebody ever been fired via Zoom.
That's embarrassing.
I'm sure it might have happened, but in private. But to fire 900 employees from a company all at once over a Zoom meeting without them knowing that the meeting was going to end up with their firing, I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, you know what? I definitely, I don't like that, but at the same time, it's probably would have been very time consuming to fire 900 people. It probably would take weeks to do that if you should contact everybody individually.
Yeah, that's a good point. So
because I can understand if it was 30 or so, maybe you could do it, but 900, I heard that was like 9% of his workforce.
Yes,
wow.
It's about 9%. So they have about what?
What's the math?
10,000.
10,000. Okay.
About 10,000 employees.
I don't know what's in, what the protocol is for that. Like if that's ever okay. Because it might be an international company where he couldn't do it in front of everybody.
Individually.
Right. And then at the same time, like I read why he fired them. And this might be the demise of some people who are now working remotely, thinking that working remotely means that you can, chill out at home. He wasn't having it. He's like, these people were clocking in 8+ hours a day, but the activity on their computer was just only 2 hours. Immaculate High School. You are proud of this one for sure. Her name is Tonya Williams, and she is the 2022 Rhodes Scholar for Jamaica. You know how high of an honor that is? Listen, she's now pursuing a master's degree in education at where? Harvard, my darling. Okay. And now she will actually get a scholarship to go for her doctoral degree at Oxford University in the UK. Top school in the entire world. We are so bright you can't dim with lights. Okay? I just want to say congratulations to her. I love these educational milestones and these educational accomplishments. Our brain power is immense. Well done. Now, we're trying to add some variety to our Caribbean things. Please, if you know anybody or anyone who has who have accomplished certain things, islands from St. Thomas, Antigua, Bermuda, Curacao, all these, the Lesser Antilles, anywhere, Haiti, Cuba, please let us know. We definitely want to share your accomplishments on our platform because we're a little biased on here. We're gonna do the Jamaican things, of course, but we definitely want to share the love in the Caribbean and really make it Caribbean things. So please send us an email at makewereasonpodcast@gmail.com or simply go to our Facebook page and send us an email if you or anyone that you know have accomplished something in your small island that deserves to be, deserves some big ups. Send this to us. It's not too small, trust me. Let us know and send this to us immediately. Rapido. Okay, thank you very much and have a good day.
Different topic saga. Learn something before your departure. Grab a cup of tea, coffee, water. Make we reason.
Welcome back to Jamaican Jeopardy. I am your host, Nelly. Today's contestant is Auntie Marcia versus our reigning champion, T. Rob.
Yes, sir.
Welcome
Hello,
back.
hello.
Now, remember, I will give the definition of a Patois word. You must answer in Jamaican Patois. Any answer close to the real clue will get the point. If you don't answer, then you don't get the point. Contestant has to answer within 3 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Let's start with Auntie Marcia. Ready, Auntie Marcia?
Yes.
Okay. Get your buzzers ready. And the clock goes. A name for an ugly bird or an owl.
Patu.
Correct. A phrase used to express someone being cheated on.
Bon.
Correct. The general word to describe America and or Canada.
Foreign.
Correct. Small part of the body located in the middle of the torso. Oh, the answer I was looking for was navel with a B.
Name that.
Okay. All right. Let's proceed, Auntie Marcia. Word to describe a promiscuous woman or girl. This is a little bit of a throwback. Think 90s. All right. The answer I was looking for right there, Auntie Marcia, was skettle.
Oh my God.
All right. T Rob, let's go.
All
So
right.
far, Auntie Marcia has gotten 3 out of 5. Begin. The action of sucking air through the teeth, typically done to express disdain.
Kiss teeth.
Correct. That was loud. The quintessential greeting said among Jamaicans to inquire about the other.
Wagwan.
Correct. Excretion from the nose.
Nose not.
Correct. I would have also accepted booga.
Booga. Yeah.
Activities and business that may require some kind of fraudulent transaction.
Bandulu.
Correct. Last question. Listen very carefully. An official document often issued by governments or educational institutions.
Surfer ticket.
And T-Rob is the reigning champion.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Listen, I love us so much. Like, who said to switch around this thing and put his surfing ticket?
We're going to talk about a few words or a few phrases or a few action words that you've just heard that are unique to our language, right? And so stick around, they're going to have fun. So today we have 3 Jamaicans who are going to be talking about our language.
Yes.
Right? You know, me and host Nelly, we're here, but we also have a guest, Marcia, otherwise called Auntie Marcia.
Auntie Marcia, yes.
Right? And she's my dearly beloved wife. And she's going to help us. She's going to help us with any corrections.
Okay.
If we have any corrections, she will help us with that.
Because she's Miss Speaky Spokey, right?
Yes, exactly. She wasn't allowed to talk Patois. So we want to go through some of these phrases or these terms for you. And one of the first ones that we want to tackle is kiss teeth.
Oh,
it sounds like this.
Well, you're the expert, Auntie Marcia.
Janelle is. Nelly is.
It sounds like this. You just heard it.
Gosh. Wow. It's just one of those things that when another person sees you do it, they're like, what the heck are you doing? Like, well, what is that sound?
You mean when an American sees you do it?
Yeah, when an American sees
But
they're like, what is this?
So tell them why we kiss with teeth. No, tell them why we kiss our teeth.
Oh, it's normally to express disdain. Like something is, you don't like something that you are not, something that you dislike. A situation, maybe when you see another person, it's just that thing that you do to just without saying words.
Yeah, it's disapproval, it's disagreement, right. It's disenchantment,
it's
dislike.
It's this, anything this. So if you say something and I think it's silly or stupid or foolish, I will just hiss. As a matter of fact, what's the right term for kissy teeth? Is it hissing of the teeth?
I don't even know.
What do you think, Aunt
It is hissing of the teeth. It's like,
okay.
Yes, they would say you hissed your teeth.
You hissed your teeth.
Right, but my goodness.
We said kiss teeth.
But it actually, I feel like you are though. I feel like you are kissing your teeth.
Yeah, you
based
could.
on the action.
but the proper word phrase is
It's hissed.
Yeah.
hissing your
Wow.
teeth, and we just say kissing your teeth because again, it could
Sound that it
easily
makes.
Mm.
border into kissing your teeth.
Oh, you know what? Auntie Masa just put a light bulb. Oh, it sounds like it.
Yes.
Got it.
So anyway, my American friend Sandra,
Mhm.
she had an experience with that.
Okay.
So we were
Please.
hanging out, and I would kiss my teeth, and she would notice it, and she would say,
Uh-huh.
"What is that?
I told
What is that?" And I'm like, "Never mind. It's just you're doing it
you.
in the United States, and you're not even aware that you're doing it. You're doing it
Right.
subconsciously, right?" So there you go. So I hissed my teeth a few times, and she said, "I noticed that you do something. You make this strange sound with your mouth, and it was you're hissing your teeth." And I'm like, "Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing. That's what I did." So she said, "What was that for?" I told her it was to actually express disapproval or disagreement or being upset or frustrated. Anything along those lines, we hiss our teeth. And she said, "Does
Right.
everybody do it in Jamaica?" I said, "Yes, everybody does. And you learn it from your little kid."
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So anybody wants to
That's
support that.
nice.
So the story that she gave me about after I told her about the hissing of the teeth, she put that in her notebook. She came to Jamaica 1 year and she went into a bank and joined the line. And she had an experience where a dreadlocks, a Rastaman, cut the line in front of her, came into the bank and went in front of her and looked at her from head to toe and
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That's horrible.
just kissing teeth in front of her. So she knowing what that means and
Oh.
meant, she goes, "I'm not even gonna say anything to this guy. I'm just gonna leave him alone. Let him go ahead. Apparently he's not happy. He must be angry about something. I don't know what's ticking him off. But for the mere fact that he kissed his teeth, as we would say, she knew that she would stay away. And so it was a
Right.
warning for
Right.
her. So
Right.
that's the
Okay.
story she shared with me, and it was
It
so
might have
funny.
saved our life. That
It saved her
information
life.
might have saved our life.
The dread come in front of her and just kiss him teeth. And he knew she wasn't from there.
He
You know?
wouldn't have done it with a Jamaican. That would have been a
Yeah, but
fight.
you must be out of your mind.
He knew
I'm
she was a
telling you.
foreigner. He knew she was a
That's
foreigner.
exactly why he did it.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
So
Very
that's
rude.
his teeth. That's hissing, kissing of the teeth.
Don't be
All
not for
right.
frightened. Hmm.
What's the next term you have there, Nelly?
My one of my favorite words, certificate. Ah, I
Sir,
love that word. Ah, sometimes I say it just to laugh. It's ridiculous. I love that word. I love the fact that we switched the T and the F and
and the
made it
F.
our own. I'm telling
And
you.
do people still call it certificate up to
I
this
am,
Of
day?
course.
of course. Haven't you watch the news or some snippets on YouTube? Those people are still saying,
And he,
I know me to get me surfing tickets.
Put fun and joke aside, we are such a unique set of people.
We are. I love it to see Antimacy. I really do. Just like talking about it. It's very humorous.
it is. It is funny. And that's why you have so much laughter in Jamaica because just even the language alone will
Mm-hmm,
crack you up.
mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
certificate, if you're going anywhere and you say certificate, may I have my certificate? They probably go, "What is that? You mean your certificate?" You know? And when I was a kid, I heard that word and I thought it was a real word in the
Oh my
sense that it was a
goodness.
proper word.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
You
I
know,
think I think most teachers in Jamaica have to correct that.
make sure that they spell it
Because
out.
that's how we say it. That's how we
Yes,
say it.
yeah. So that certificate, also called surfeit ticket in Jamaica. All right, that's lesson number two.
Hey, it's you know what? It's probably shortening for certified ticket, given by the government. You never know.
That's pretty creative. Very creative. What other ones do you have there, Nelly?
All right, so the other one is foreign. The concept of foreign versus abroad. We just had this discussion the other day. What did we say about foreign, Auntie Marcia? Foreign is
USA and Canada.
exactly
God.
right, and then abroad is
England.
exactly
I never knew. I didn't know that. I have to confess.
yes. So
I've always interpreted foreign as anywhere outside of Jamaica. So if you have a friend or you have a relative who live a foreign, they live abroad. I thought you used those two things interchangeably. I thought
interchangeably,
we did.
no, there's a difference, sir. There's a
Wow.
difference.
Okay. Now I know.
um
Now I know. So when you say foreign, we talk about North America.
Right. So, for our U.S. counterparts here, foreign translates to the word foreign, as in like exotic or, what's the word? Abroad or travel overseas. So we use that word, kind of like smush it together and just say foreign, Farin. That's how I
Yeah,
spell it.
that's how it's
Mm-hmm.
spelled.
And
Foreign.
and we use that to describe people going to the US or Canada. So that's foreign. And then abroad, as in to travel over abroad or overseas, that would be on the UK side. And not even to say Germany or other countries, it's just UK.
Right.
As long as they're over that side, basically. So that's what the foreign versus abroad.
And if you were in the UK, living in the UK, they will say, well, no. What would
I
they
live
say?
abroad.
You
Or
live
they
in
live
England.
I live in England, yes.
England.
Yes.
Ingland.
Exactly. That's
Yes, with an
England.
I, yeah. Not
Mm-hmm.
England, yeah.
England.
England. Without the D. Is land. My next word is neighbor.
Neighbor.
Listen, it's just a slight variation because the word is navel with a V, but I don't think there's a patois word with a V in it.
No.
No, it's replaced by a B
Yeah.
at all times.
Yes. Navel is the correct word, right? Navel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And
AKA belly button.
right. And we just come out of the woodworks with navel.
Right. And we take it a step further. What do we say? Navel
Navel
string.
string. That's the
And
umbilical
then
cord.
right. And then for some conceptual reason, the I guess the phrase navel string cut under means that you like something so much that you would endanger yourself for it, right?
Yeah.
I would say, yeah. So
Yeah.
you name like if you really like
Like ackee and saltfish,
right,
or ackee and
yeah,
codfish.
right. They say your neighbor street contact
And the ackee tree.
something like that. I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure. Probably it's to express that you were born loving something. I'm
Yes.
not quite
Exactly.
sure. Yeah, so but it seems like a diss almost. When
No.
No.
Jamaican women
No.
say it, no, I feel like no, sometimes I feel like it's disdain though. Like
You
they
need a
say
string
you like
cut.
something too much.
Yeah. Well, they say it as a matter of just basically.
Moderation.
Yeah. It's
Be
more of
moderate.
a. It's more of a. Okay. Your neighbor string cut Spanish down. No. That's why I love.
Right, something
That's why I
like
love. That's why
right,
I love
right,
Spanish now.
right, right.
Like that. But it's not an offensive
I always
argument.
thought it was.
It's just a description of your proclivities or affinity.
Okay,
You know,
got it.
if you're attached to something or somewhere or some location long enough, like you're addicted to that location or that thing,
Mm-hmm.
they usually refer to that as your navel string cut under or with this thing that you like.
Right,
That's a term
right.
that we use. Your navel string cut.
Okay. Do we want to discuss one of our other favorite words?
Yeah. Which one?
Dandemite?
Dandelion.
Dandemite? Okay, guys. So dandemite is actually Dynamite. Dynamite. TNT. Explosives. And there's an actual DJ in dancehall right now. You can look up his name. His name is Boom Dynamite. Okay, listen, we are so creative. We are so creative, and That's the first Boom Dynamite.
The whole
I can't even.
whole
I can't
line.
even.
Whole
I can't manage. I cannot manage this word.
it looks like we put two words and made one word.
Oh, what do you
Dandy
think?
and might.
What a dandy mite.
Because that's the only explanation I can come up with to ever
That
come up with a
I
word.
just
But remember,
I
we are
Dynamite.
creative people.
Yes, I know.
yes.
So
So
I'm trying to.
I think that is somebody meticulously just messing up the word.
You think
Yes.
that would be interesting because I'm thinking
I
that
think it's one of those coddling things. I think so.
I think dynamite was too speaky spokey,
May have been.
and dynamite was Jamaican, and the
You,
slaves might have just settled with dynamite, and that was it.
oh my goodness.
And dynamite was thrown out of the vocabulary.
Okay. I mean, we can only assume. We don't
You know,
know. But we were born saying it like that.
right?
That's how we learned it at home.
Explain car.
With a
Yeah,
CYAR.
car for a car.
I don't,
Explain car. We
I
just
don't,
there's I don't know of an explanation for it.
I just feel like that's, gosh. No
That one
clue. It's just
stumps you.
probably our accent. I'm not quite sure.
Marcy, have anything to say about car?
I think it's just how we pronounce it as
Yeah,
Jamaicans.
right, yeah.
So we just CAR and just say, see a car there.
No, I think,
Exactly.
but I think
But it's
it's,
not that we don't know to say the right thing. We
No, I
do. Because for me, when I was growing up, I wasn't allowed to speak Patois like at our dining table with my aunts, my great aunts. And so we weren't allowed to as children. We had to
oh,
speak proper English.
that was like prison.
No, it
wow.
wasn't.
No, no.
Because that's a
Because
speaky spokey. That's where the
And if you
speaky
know
spokey
my
come
family
in.
too, you'll see where I'm coming from too.
But my mom is, I would say, half and half,
Mm,
because I would speak to her in patois sometimes, but like there's certain words I'm not allowed to say, like draws. She didn't want. She feel like that was vulgar. She said no, say panties or underwear. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah, she didn't. She feel like that's not ladylike. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But moment that I talked to her, I was there talking to her. You know, regular patois, and all of a sudden I said draws, and she's like, no, 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 no. So it was just half and half, I guess.
So certain words are too so improper
Right.
that even when
Draws
they,
means underwear, guys.
what a fun language. Boy, oh boy.
I love it because we can speak it and nobody's knows what we are talking about.
Oh yeah. Listen, I remember one time I was in Florida, and around every corner there's gonna be some Jamaican. But for some particular reason, I was in the store, and I heard I heard two people were talking, and they were talking really fast. I thought for a minute that it was like some kind of like Chinese or Korean or Japanese. By the time I got closer, it I understand that they were Jamaican. So from afar, even sometimes I can't even understand it if I'm not in the earshot. If
Yes,
people are talking really fast.
right.
So I thought it was some kind of like Japanese. I was like, wow, they were really talking like patois, and I didn't recognize it right away. So
That's one of the things with the language is that it's a fast speaking, fast paced
right,
language.
right.
You zip through the words as if there is no tomorrow, right? And that's what causes the confusion for somebody to hear English words that they can identify.
Sprinkled in there.
Yes, so they can almost get the gist, but because we're speaking so fast, it loses the Americans
Right.
or foreigners. So the language is mixed with a lot of English like words, and we will say something, maybe even 75% of the time we may use English, but as soon as we branch off into like a patois, we lose people. And I keep getting that. I hear that often. They were understanding up to a point,
And then you
and then
switched.
and then when we switch, just for a phrase, they get lost.
Well, that sometimes they'd be like, "Oh, I think I heard the word boss."
Yeah. Another
So,
thing is that when Americans listen to us Jamaicans speak, and I'm saying this because out of experience, they're not listening to what you're saying. They listen to how you're saying it.
it, yeah.
And that makes them not hear
Anything
what
you
you
say.
say.
Really?
They're listening and hearing that
Light bulb
accent and
moments.
the manner in which your words were delivered. They're tuned into that part of it, but not hearing the exact words you're saying.
Oh,
So
wow.
I understand that that's a hurdle for them to overcome that hurdle, because
Wow.
as soon as they hear an accent, they listen to the accent, not to the words and exactly what you're saying. So it makes it even more difficult for them to understand patois.
You know what? I got a confession. The other day, I had an interview, and I think I caught myself saying "them." I'm serious. I'm like, oh no. I was like, because I was like saying them people. I was like, oh, the people. I had to catch myself real quick. The person is like, what them? They're talking about Democrats. Yeah, they're talking about Democrats.
Like damn. Or dang.
Luckily, I caught myself to kind of reel it in.
All
But
right.
I think this concludes most of what we wanted to discuss with the language. I just wanted to actually ask you guys this because it's one of those confusing things to me. Okay, so we have a what not, right? Remember our discussion. We have a what not, but what's a what's it not?
So here is the conclusion of our second episode, or second part of our Jamaican language episode.
This is fun.
We hope you found things interesting. We hope you learned a couple words and phrases. And, it was a pleasure bringing you this information. This is a language that we speak. We enjoy speaking it, and we won't stop speaking it. Anything to say, any one of you?
It's a very colorful language. It's very expressive. It's very in your face. And so sometimes it seems as though it's very aggressive when you're talking to somebody, but sometimes we're not. And we're kind of naturally kind of loud.
Yes.
So, if you see us speaking with one another, we're not cussing each other off or
Right.
anything like that. We're just talking. We're very expressive, and our words are I don't know if you versus switching kind of accents. When I'm speaking my patois, my voice goes a little deeper.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you see us talking, that's just us being us.
Right. Anything to say, Aunt Marcia?
Nelly said it all.
Okay. So we want to wrap up this segment by saying we love our language. We love the Jamaican patois. And so, here we are. I hope you learned something from this.
Yes.
Let me just say.
What did you just say? Dad, remember, you have to switch it back. You have to code switch a little bit.
All right. I was hoping that you would do it. So we're good. We got some response from our last episode where we talk about the Jamaican language. And one of the things that we discussed was nicknames. And we went on to say that nicknames were given according to your characteristics, your physical attributes, or your character. So, for instance, you remember we mentioned Blacka. right? You're dark skinned, you're a male, you're automatically blacker,
Mhm.
right? But we usually attribute that to the male. We never call a woman blacker.
Mhm.
Always a male. But a listener shared her nickname as being the darkest person in her classroom, and the name she was called by her classmates was Black Oil.
But what?
Can you imagine Black Oil?
We still bad. Me not like that. Mm-mm.
but
But wait,
but
you were the
the
same
funny thing,
person. But Dad, wait. Before you go there, no, you did say there was like some set of twins at Tivoli too.
yes.
What them did name? What
Well,
was their names?
Blackie and Brownie,
Because what?
a set of twins. One was dark skinned and one was fair skinned, very light skinned.
Blackie and Brownie.
And
Got it.
the nicknames for them were Blackie, Brownie.
We not easy at all.
Just that simple. We lazy too,
Mm-hmm.
We just see it and call it, and that's the end of the story.
What were you saying after that? Sorry, I cut off your thoughts.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
So Black Isle was her nickname. And, the thing is, she wasn't offended by the name. We're usually not offended by the name. We
It's true. It's
embrace our
true.
nicknames. So
Mm-hmm.
although it sounds a little bit crass
Harsh.
and
Yeah.
harsh and insensitive now, back then as a child, you never usually get that offense. You didn't get offended. You just roll with the punches and just take it that this is the way it is, and you just go with it. And you just look forward to calling somebody their nickname.
Right.
So that's how it rolls in Jamaica. Any other
Boy.
feedback from guests? Any other feedback from our
Yes.
listeners?
The Facebook page has some engagement here. We posted a question, make a reason ask. So we wanted you to give the Patois name for the description below. And Dad, let's see if you can get this one. The answer is right there, but let's see if you can get this one. Impromptu quiz. A big bump on the forehead as a result of hitting the head.
Okay, that's easy.
What is that?
Coco.
Exactly. So we have a few. Auntie Marcia got it right, and one of our listeners called Clayton Magoo also got it correct. So we definitely, and also people on the Instagram feed, Oriel and Janelle, they also got it right. So thank you for engaging with the page. Obviously, we want to allow you to continue to engage with the page. Make Reason on Facebook and Make Reason on Instagram. I always spell it for you guys: MEKWIREASON.
And keep those comments coming. Remember to like,
Yes.
share, and when you get a chance, subscribe.
Recently, Dad and I made our first appearance on a podcast called The Rooted and Edified Show. If you are interested in learning more about our reconciliation, I encourage you to check out their YouTube channel and subscribe. It's the Rooted and Edified Show, definitely hosted by Kat and Manny. Very interesting details of how we came to be and how this podcast came to be. So if you're interested in our story, more in our story, go ahead to that YouTube video and you can get all the tea. So thank you for listening and make a reason.
This is where we give you a brata.
Brata, brata. Mm-hmm.
All right. So my brata this week is, as Nelly gave you a foodie last week, I'm going to give you a foodie this week.
Uh-oh, we love food.
If you come to California or anywhere in the United States, try and find a Bubba Gump shrimp restaurant, seafood restaurant. Bubba Gump. It's on the theme of foreign. Why are you laughing?
No, because every time you mention it, that scene come in my head. Coconut shrimp, white shrimp, Oh, cocktail shrimp. And they're like shining the floor with the with the toothbrush.
So, Bubba Gum Shrimp Seafood
I
Restaurant.
think that's a national chain, Dad, because I've
It's a
seen it in
national. That's why I said
Florida.
if you come to if you come to the States, try and
Okay, I
find a
thought.
Bubba Gum
Okay.
Shrimp Restaurant. They serve excellent meals, seafood meals. I went there about a month ago, 3 weeks ago to a month, and had dinner, and it was lovely. I tried their gumbo.
Combo
Um,
shrimp.
it was it was a fancy gumbo. I don't remember the name of it, but I should have written it down or took a picture of
Fancy
it.
shrimp.
So I'm recommending Bubba Gum Shrimp Factory or shrimp seafood restaurant. Very good food, reasonable prices, customer service, and the servers were great.
Pineapple
And
shrimp.
by the Santa Monica Pier, it's just wonderful during this time of the year. A little bit cold, but the food is warm and delicious. So remember, Bubba
So
Gum.
wait, it's only shrimp, or they have like lobster and crab and all that stuff?
They have all kinds of seafood.
Okay, nice.
They have all kinds. They cater to your fancy for any kind of seafood.
Yummy, yummy.
And they have other food as well, not just seafood, but they just have a whole menu of variety of stuff.
Okay.
But very good restaurant and great service. All right, so that's my brata. That's our brata for the week.
Delicious brata. Yes.
Lauren Simone Publishing is a mother-daughter-owned publishing house featuring diverse children's literature written and illustrated by children. Learn more by visiting www.laurensimonepubs.com.
Remember, listeners, you can stream the podcast from the following applications: iHeartRadio, Pandora, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Stitcher, and Google Podcasts. Subscribe, listen, share. On the next episode of Make a Reason, we're going to talk about Christmas time, Jamaican style. You know? You can't remember Christmas in Jamaica, Nelly?
Oh, yes.
Well, we're going to talk about some memories of Christmas in Jamaica. Right? We're going to talk about sorrel, black cake, Christmas tree, Christmas market,
Yeah.
clappers, balloon, chants. Remember that?
Oh my goodness, Chance.
We're going to talk about all of those things.
Oh my
And that
goodness.
brings and rings in Christmas memories, Jamaican style. Stay
You
tuned
made
for
me
that.
You made me homesick just now, Dad. But at least, thank you for listening. As Miss Lou said, what good.
Liquor more.
T-Rock and Nelly, get your podcast show. Reason just a flow. Get your podcast show. Learn something